The planning phase, timelines and schedules. Have you ever wondered how project managers keep their schedules on track, even when unexpected delays happen? Planning a project's timeline is not just about setting dates. It's about understanding dependencies, estimating durations, and preparing for uncertainties. Let's break it down step by step. Timeline and schedule planning. A logical process must be followed when planning a project's timeline. First, the project manager estimates the duration of each task, ensuring the schedule is both realistic and achievable. Next, buffers are added to account for uncertainties, and tasks are carefully sequenced. Only then can a complete project timeline be built. Estimating activity durations. Project managers must determine how long each task will take, whether in hours, days, weeks, or even years. But here's the challenge: estimating these durations isn't just guesswork. It requires expertise and validation. Consulting the project team helps, but the final responsibility always lies with the project manager. The planning fallacy and optimism bias. Have you ever thought a task would take an hour, only to find yourself still working on it hours later? That's the planning fallacy in action. People tend to underestimate the time required for tasks due to optimism bias, the belief that things will go smoother than they actually will. To avoid this, project managers conduct a SWOT analysis, identifying potential risks that could slow the project down. Recognizing these biases early helps in creating a more realistic schedule. Adding buffers, preparing for the unexpected. No project runs exactly as planned. That's why experienced project managers always build in-time buffers. These buffers serve as a safety net against unforeseen delays. But how much extra time should be added? That depends on a few factors. Level of uncertainty: the more unpredictable the task, the bigger the buffer. Task criticality: if a delay in one task affects the whole project, a larger buffer is needed. Who's handling the task? Highly experienced team members may need less buffer time than less experienced ones. A well-placed buffer keeps a project on track while ensuring teams stay productive. Sequencing tasks and identifying dependencies. Some tasks can't begin until others are completed. This is where dependencies come in. There are 4 types of dependencies. Logical dependencies: when one task must finish before another can start. Resource constraints: when tasks are delayed due to limited staff or equipment. External dependencies: factors outside the team's control, like waiting for a supplier. Soft dependencies: optional sequencing choices made by the project manager. Understanding these relationships helps in structuring a smooth workflow and preventing bottlenecks. The critical path method: identifying the most important tasks. A project manager must identify the critical path, the longest sequence of dependent tasks that determine the project's overall duration. If any task on the critical path is delayed, the entire project will be delayed. Project managers map this path using a network diagram, ensuring they monitor critical tasks closely. Tasks that are not on the critical path have extra time, known as float, meaning they can be delayed without affecting the project deadline. The Gantt chart: a clear visual of the project timeline. A Gantt chart provides a visual timeline of the project, listing all tasks on the left and a calendar along the top. Each task is represented by a bar, showing its start and end dates. This makes it easy to see which tasks overlap and which are dependent on others. Building the project schedule: bringing everything together. After all the planning, it's time to create the actual schedule. Project management tools like Microsoft Project help by allowing managers to input dates, link tasks, assign resources, and automatically generate a Gantt chart. To keep stakeholders informed, a milestone table is created, highlighting key deliverables and achievements in the project. This gives a high-level overview of progress and keeps everyone aligned. Final thoughts. Planning a project timeline isn't just about setting dates. It's about anticipating challenges, structuring work efficiently, and ensuring the team stays on track. With a well-thought-out schedule, projects can run smoothly and achieve their objectives on time.